Hey there, I'm going to talk about cross combo for a minute. Pretty much, cross combo is a tool in BB tag that you can see at the bottom here with these blue bars. Anytime you activate from an assist or anything like that, it'll slowly degrade over time. In this state, what you can do is use your assist multiple times. So it creates assist loops even, or just generally use it for more pressure. In this state, you can also, without cross combo, you can only active switch once in a route. However, with cross combo, you can cross combo, in cross combo you can get multiple times. It's super useful. It creates, so in a combo, you're able to do multiple switches, which is nice. It also gives you enhanced supers. So it's good to build up extra damage from your routes just by using it for the enhanced supers. Generally super useful. It's also good for setting up unreactable pressure, like in this situation. That Azeodyne was a cross-up, and you're able to get a lot of reward on it depending on your team. So that's a really strong use of cross combo, is from these is to set up these sandwich situations and just force your opponent to react to whatever bullshit your team does. Whatever your bullshit your team does is gonna again depend on your team. So explore these options. A good thing about these cross combo as well is that whenever you'll see these diamonds here, which is a new addition to 2.0 on the combo timer, that will go into these yellow diamonds, and the moment you get to 4 yellow diamonds, you're not able to continue the route anymore. As you can see there, it stopped me a little premature. However, with cross combo, you're able to set these up, usually get routes to where the timer, like the timer stop for routes, will no longer be a problem. As you can see here, it's pretty much exploding, and then you're able to do whatever. Those are some things to note about cross combo. The best general cross combo in terms of maximum punish is going to be getting it to where you're able to use all the time possible via the time stop, and then either going, depending on your team, going into enhanced supers or anything similar to that. For my team, this is my max damage because I have double single hit supers, which give me tons of damage. With that in mind, we'll go on to the next, which is going to be structuring your cross combo. That's going to vary depending on your team. Again, for example, the way I want to structure my cross combo at this team is simply do something Azrael dash, use my assist to cover the dash, and this is my sandwich situation. Other teams, like let's say Rogna Jin for example, they may want to do something along the lines of like call an assist, start some pressure, and then set up a sandwich this way. I can't say for sure because I don't play this team, but that's just a general example of how to use cross combo in pressure, is to call an assist, air dash over, and then activate cross combo. Using active switch for these mix-ups is going to be your main idea of how to open people up. You want to be careful with how you structure your pressure, because example would be with this Azeodyne situation we were talking about a second ago. If I hold the P button, I no longer get assists during this, for example. I'm going to move this to infinite gauge, just because you already get the idea that it'll degrade. So, whenever normally you're pressing, if you do whatever, you're going to be, any direction you press with a button, you're going to be getting that assist. So in this Azeodyne setup, if I do 5B Azeodyne with Azrael here, Rogna is going to block the situation because there is no gap. As you can see there. Whereas if I hold it, So that's something to note, is that be careful of when you want your assists to put them in block start or not to create these active switch mix-ups. However, that can be nice if you're trying to limit your opponent's options to DP. So if you really want to make sure that they aren't DPing here, and then go for a mix-up, it kind of limits your opponent's options here. And also, if you know they're DP happy, you can just force situations like this, and then instead of going for the Azio die, just block. Now you're getting a DP punish instead. It will be using a warrior cross combo time, but just keep that in mind, and it's still a good tool regardless to get free DP punishes in that regard. Really, the best way to put it is that using your cross combo to force block stun and then an unreactable mix-up is going to be ideal. The last thing I really want to mention with this is that using your cross combo in neutral to win neutral situations. You'll see this a lot high level play. So example is here. Normally from here, with Adachi I have Azio dying to kind of contest this range, but I'm kind of throwing Azrael out and he's not really getting much done. What you can do here is activate cross combo and start just using your assist pressure here. You can also use this type of situation to, like, say, throw it out, and then using Aziodyne, now you created this sandwich, with Azrael at least. Other characters can do similar things, but generally your idea is going to be activating in neutral to create a sense of dread for the opponent. So that it either limits their movement, so that way you can do whatever you want with your current point character, or if your character is like Adachi, for example, and can provide some sort of full screen coverage for your partner, this is now a safe full screen switch, and then using your long range assist to contest. These are common strategies to use generally in cross combo. It will, and generally with this, the neutral one is going to be the most like situational of all of them, because there's very few neutral interactions that are going to be similar, right? They're going to be similar but not exactly the same. So in some situations I may not want to do, say he's like grounded, I'd want to do a Adachi 5P here, whereas if they're in the air, a 4P would probably be a better example. It just generally limits their neutral interactions, and from, like mentioned, in some of these situations, you get this mix-up. Like, you're able to create these sandwich situations. So that's general ways to go about it. Don't feel limited in your ways to use this resource. It's really, really flexible. And again, varies from team to team, so test stuff up. We'll test stuff out like that and see what you're doing with it.